So. The checkbook manager 3, Monopoly Chester FC, fucking Blue Bus Parade FC, fucking 3. Did I say 3? I don't know. Ten Hag's Truckee Reds 1. And I am just tired of this bollocks, man. I am just tired and tired and tired and tired and tired and tired and tired of it all, man. Yeah. If you are still this manager in, yeah, and I don't want it, like, some people work with the club, they're paid by the club, so they're going to keep the manager, they're going to keep saying the manager in and spreading toxic positivity. Some people, they're just there for vibes. They don't care about winning. They don't care about this club. They do care about their club, but they just care about going there and it's a social gathering, going to a Man United game, right? Take them two people out of it. Them two, I won't say muppets. It's just two people out of it. Them two types of section people out of it. Like actual football fan with no thing with the club, none of that. Some people don't even go to games. Yeah. What is the logical reason to keep this manager? And don't say because we sacked other managers, because we sacked other managers that were worse than him. That were better than him. Van Gaal won an FA Cup, but we said no, we're not gonna. He finished on level 1 points with Man City. Yeah, the only manager to do so, by the way. Every other manager we've had has finished on less points than Manchester City this season. Not this season, since they've been here. Van Gaal finished on level points with them. Yeah. He didn't lose to them in his entire season, that season. He also, I want to say he didn't lose. Yeah, he beat Liverpool at Anfield numerous times. Yeah. And then he won an FA Cup. Right? He won an FA Cup. Yeah. That is better than what we're seeing right now, than what we've seen from Ten Hag. It's much better. Much, much better. No one can tell me this football is entertaining. No one can tell me there's any ideas. No one can tell me the game plan. Today he come to City's ground. Rashford scores an unreal strike within, 11 minutes? Yeah, 11, 12 minutes, I don't know when it was. Yeah. Other than that, we offered nothing, yeah? And I'm going to get onto a few players, because individually I will talk about a few players, because they were awful today, yeah, some of them. Yeah, and like, we'll get onto them, yeah? But I'm just talking about his tactics and the naivety. Like, this guy is honestly, like, I just want to know now. I know he's going, but I just want to know, why is it logical, like, to actually still be behind him? Like, why do you still think he could do anything with this club? He could do anything, because he's doing things that are stupid. Like, he's tactically awful. Like, he's actually, like, I actually think he's tactically worse than Ollie, because Ollie never complicated things. Ollie was too simple. Yeah, he was too part the bus, counter attack, hit them on the break when you can, set up. This geezer was just like, he was like the play. He brought on. He done part the bus football, right, and counter attack without counter attacking players. Garnacho's not a counter attacking player. He had no striker up front. He had fucking McTominay fucking basically being the striker. Like, he had no plan. It was just inshallah, mate. You might as well put Ahmad on. Because Ahmad has a bit of pace. He can run at someone. He can take a man on. He can produce something. Yeah? What was the point? He's not a counter-attacking player. But what was the point in starting McTominay? Yeah? He came here to try and keep the score down. That's what he done. Because you don't start a midfield of Casemiro, Mainu and McTominay that's got zero progression in it. Zero anything. Just hoofball after hoofball with Bruno as well, especially. And then you're hoofing the ball up to Garnacho, who's got no pace, and Walcott can play literally by himself at the back, and he would have had Garnacho in his back pocket, yeah. And look, and also about that Garnacho geezer, when I've said it a few weeks ago, when is it going to be acceptable to actually call this, like, not call him out, but when is it going to be acceptable for this, for people to, like, when people are going to start saying that maybe he just isn't good? Because they're going to keep hiding. You can't hide. The great thing about his excuse for him is he's young, but you can't hide behind age forever. You can't. He'll be 20 soon. You can't hide behind age forever. He would have played 100 games soon. Yeah, he scored 12 goals since he got to Man United. 12 goals. Yeah, and I'm guessing he's played at least 60 games. 12 goals. 12 goals. yeah? And he's a goal player, by the way. He's not a fucking player you look at like a Foden, who, unreal today, yeah? That is why he's the best player, yeah? England's best player, yeah? He's the best player in the England team. This whole nonsense with Saka, the debates, Foden puts shits all over them, yeah? He is above that level. He's in the Mbappe level, and he's better than Mbappe, and he's better than Bellingham. He's better than Haaland. He will be the best football player in the world at one point, 100%. Yeah, he just has to outshine some players at City, but he outshined. The thing that's annoyed me is, do you know what annoyed me the most? I waffle too much sometimes, but do you know what annoyed me the most? Today we played against 8 men. Because Doku was awful for City, yeah? He actually was awful. Like, I barely noticed he was playing on the pitch. De Bruyne was fucking terrible. De Bruyne, it has every game he plays against us is a stinker. But sometimes he's got GA. I know last season, I think he got 5 assists against us, yeah? I know they say GA, but he didn't get 1 goal. He got 5 assists. But he actually played bad in every single one of them games, yeah? And, what was I going to say? Today, again, he played awful, yeah? He just doesn't like playing us. I don't know what, he doesn't like, he usually, I don't rate him that highly, but he doesn't play like this all the time, yeah? But he just, against us, he doesn't play well, yeah? He just has his thing against us, he doesn't play well. But, who was the other one? Haaland as well. So, Doku, De Bruyne and Haaland. And De Bruyne and Haaland are their 2 main outputs, yeah? They all were anonymous. I know Haaland scored at the end, and people are going to sit there and go, oh, yeah, how can you say that he scored at the end? But overall in the game, he was not having a good game. Like, he barely was even getting into chances. Like, Varane was actually defending really well. I know he had that one chance towards the end of the first half, where it was, like, brilliantly from Rodri and Foden. But other than that, he had a pretty quiet game, yeah? And so against 8 men, their 2 main outputs. Doku's trash. I expect nothing less. I expected Dalot to have a good game, easy game. I would like personally, like we could have just left Doku there, mate, and let him shoot, let him have the ball game. Yeah, try and get the ball to that side. That's what I would have done. I would have said to the boys, yeah, keep the ball on the left side. But no, Doku, he's awful, mate. But what was this manager do? He just gung ho and hope for the best, bro. Hope for the best. I need to get to player ratings. Onana I've given 8, decent. Some saves, some of the saves he made were good. That 1-on-1 with Foden. Foden could have had another hat trick today, by the way. Could have had another hat trick. If it weren't for that man. Dalot, give him a 7, decent against Onana. Not Onana, Doku. Varane and Evans. I give Varane a 7. I give Evans a 6. I think they were both decent. I mean, they did their jobs. It sounds crazy to say, but like, they did do their jobs. Do you know what I mean? What can you do when you're under that much pressure? Foden scores a worldie. He also scored a great other goals. It was a great finish. All right, maybe someone could be blamed for that. Maybe Dalot because he wasn't chucking a runner. But yeah, it's just a different level. We're just awful. And I would go. Who was the other one? Lindelof 6, decent. Locked off De Bruyne. But didn't do fuck all with Foden. Didn't stop Foden, did he? I give him a 5 actually, lower that. I'm giving quite high ratings for a game that was awful. We lost 3-1. Casemiro 5, McTominay 5, just awful, man. I mean, Casemiro was probably a bit better than McTominay, but it's just I didn't expect nothing from Casemiro because I know he was going to get done today because he's coming up against Rodri, mate, and I expected nothing less. Yeah, but oh, I'm just deflated, man. I'm just tired of this bollocks. Yeah. Mainu, he was probably the only shining light today. Probably the only shining light. He actually looked like a footballer today. Like, all of our players didn't look like footballers. He's the actually only one that could keep the ball. When he had the ball, he wasn't losing the ball. He wasn't just hoofing it up to him and giving it back to him. He was actually keeping the ball and actually passing to his teammates. In case they didn't know, yeah, I know these frauds, yeah, these frauds are fucking stupid, yeah, right? But we play in red, they play in blue. So why'd you keep passing to the blue, mate? Yeah, I'll give Maino a 7. I thought he was half decent. And Bruno, I'll give him a 5. I thought, to be honest, you, there was only a few times where I got angry at him. But that was because he was hiding in the game. He wasn't really doing much. He wasn't really trying to create. He was just sitting there running around all game like a headless chicken. And that's probably the best role for the geezer, because when he seems to be on the ball and trying to do things is when he's actually awful. And look, hoofball. But what do you expect when you have a number 10? Or, well, not number 10. If he's a number 10, listen, number 10s are really done finito. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a 5. Poor. Rashford, 6. It was an awful performance. Actually, no, fuck that. 5. What was he doing? We go on to concede the first goal from him. Bro, we get it. You can't control the football. Yeah? But why dive? Just kick it in front of you, mate. If he beats you with pace, he beats you with pace. He's a footballing pussy. Mate. Yeah, he's an absolute wanker. Yeah, and he gets a free pass today because he scored. Do you know what I mean? He scored a worldie, yeah, from his fanboys. But he don't get a free pass from me, yeah? Shocking. Yeah, absolute footballing pussy, mate. Yeah, that was awful what he done for that first goal. And overall in the game, he was awful as well. I would say it was only really the goal that makes people going to think, oh, because he's produced a world-class goal, that he had a good game. But I ain't one of them football fans, yeah, that sits there and pretend people play well because they get GA. And who else? Oh yeah, Garnacho. 2. Awful. But you can't say anything because hey, he's young and he wears Ronaldo boxers and he does the sue every time he scores and he tries to do all the Ronaldo aura thing, mate. You are trash, bruv. Yeah, and if you say something, yeah, on Twitter, his brother starts fucking thinking you like he's just a weird kind of people, mate. And he's trash, bruv. Yeah, and eventually people will wake up to how bad he actually is. Yeah, because he's awful. He's absolutely awful. So that's the match reaction. I'm just deflated. I'm just tired, man. It's just done, man. Like no top 4. I think top 4's done. I think we won today. Maybe top 4's back on, but it's done. It's done. Over. Finito. Liverpool in a cup in a few weeks. That's probably the only thing we've got to look forward to. Then if we beat them, which we probably won't, we've got a semi-final and potentially a final. I think we'll probably play City in the semi. They'll put us against City in the semis, knowing them. If City go through, but I would take a Newcastle. I mean, I just want us to beat Liverpool and have something to go on about towards the end of the season. But it wouldn't surprise me if we get pumped by Liverpool's kids. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm just deflated, man. I'm just tired. I'm tired of this bollocks, man. I'm tired of it. Tired of this fraud. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all these players. I'm tired of Bruno. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this whole notion that because Garnacho's young, you can't call him out for being shit. You can't. These fanboys are ridiculous. Yeah. It's a joke, mate. You know what I mean? Rashford gets a free pass today because he scored. Played shit. Dived. Went down so easily for the first goal. Then he got up the other end and score. Won't be held accountable for that though, would he? Fucking pathetic. Anyways, thanks for watching. Ten Hag out. Ball fraud. Cunt. Get him out.